It's been good. They did a good job organizing 7-on-7 and really did that about 3 or 4 times a week. And so, yeah, they've looked sharp so far.
And how do you think they've responded to the fact that it's wide open competition?
Good. I think they all worked hard this summer, and they're competing just like they did in the spring. So we'll keep going and find a starter.
Any one guy right now taking control?
No, it's just 2 days in without pads, but I think they've all come back and really moved the ball well and taken care of the football the first 2 days. So I've been excited.
What qualities are you looking for in a quarterback? What do they have to do to win the job in your mind?
I think leadership's huge. Intelligence is big. Got to be accurate in this offense. Got to get to do playmakers and get us in the right place. So all 3 of those guys have that, and it's just going to be who kind of separates themselves the next couple weeks.
Any initial observations on your freshman wideouts?
They can roll. They're fast, and that's what we were looking for. We needed to add some speed, and they do that. And very polished. Skyline and South Lake High School, very well coached, played in passing offenses, so they have a pretty good grasp of what we're trying to do.
How do you feel Johnny has responded since the arrest?
He's been good. He's done everything we've asked of him, and hopefully that was a learning lesson for him, and we can all move on from that. But he's been a model citizen for us so far.
Can you give us an assessment of tight end with Pralou out? Who's competing? How do you see that right now going to fall?
Yeah, we have Lamoth and Hicks, and both very talented guys that have played a lot here. So we're excited how we can fit them into the offense and find ways to use them. But they're doing a great job for us right now.
No pads yet, but has Hicks been kind of a pleasant surprise having a 250-pound guy out there?
Yeah, we didn't get to see him in the spring, so he, athletically, to be that big and that fast and physical, it's exciting. I think he's going to have a good role in this ball club.
Well, now that you got Trey, you've got the full house in the backfield, at least for the time being, waiting on Brandon's waiver. What's it like to look back there and see those 4 guys?
It's fun. We got to find ways to get them all the ball. I mean, that's an explosive group, and they each bring something different to the table, so we're really excited about that.
It's early, but ideally, how many wide receivers do you want to be in your rotation?
At the other place I've been, 8. We usually go 2 deep at each and go from there. But depending on who can play, we're not stuck on 8. We'll play 10, 12 deep if they can all play.
When you try to take the tight